Many years ago, an amazing game graced our presence and gave birth to an amazing community, Bakugan. And it went up for many different series before coming to an end. And then when it got brought back to life with a completely different play and take, the community grew stronger and fans grew more and more together. But of course now, there is a disturbance. All of a sudden, people began uploading full-length episodes of the new Bakugan series, and there are even people within the community asking for it. And this is going to have some serious repercussions for a lot of people, especially since who this reminds us all of. But I will not let this go unnoticed. Neither will anyone else with a brain. It's time to knock this right on the head, and bring it all into the light, and send all the evildoers straight into the Doom Dimension. Or, at the very least, put them in the timeout corner.
What are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you. Back against the wall, you gotta give it your all. The power's in your hands. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone, gone, gone. This is Bakugan.
Now before we truly get into this video, I think it's fair to say that to those who aren't caught up on the game, we'd have to go all the way back to when Bakugan first hit the TV. Bakugan Battle Brawlers first hit the screens in April of 2007 and ended in March of 2008. Then it came back with a new series called New Vestroya with a completely new storyline in April of 2009 and ended in May of 2010. But quickly came back 14 days later with a new show called Gundalian Invaders, which came to an end in January of 2011, and came back a month later with a new series, one I haven't heard of and wasn't even aware existed, called Mechatanium Surge, which ended January of 2012, and subsequently later that year, so did the rest of the world. How we are here today is a mystery even Al Gore doesn't know the answer to.
For Man Bear Pig is no more.
Oh. Never mind then. Now in Japan, there were two other Bakugan series that were aired, which were Bakutech Bakugan in April 2012 to March 2013, which actually started as a comic book in September of 2010, which started a completely different cast unrelated to the original show, and had 3 volumes made in August of 2011. And then Bakutech Bakugan Gachi in April 2013, which ended 8 months later. And in late 2018, Bakugan came back with a whole new show and series called Bakugan Battle Planet by Nelvana and Spin Master Entertainment, which aired December 2018 in North America, and then in Japan on April 2019. The reboot show was a success and fans absolutely loved and adored it. And in October 2019, it was announced that the show had been renewed for another season called Bakugan Armored Alliance, which aired on Teletoon in February 2020 and Cartoon Network on the 1st of March, and was released exclusively online in Japan on April 2020. And even as we speak, Season 3 of the rebooted series Bakugan Gyougen Rising began airing on Teletoon in Canada January of this year. And there have also been dozens of games come out as well as merch, which I actually want to get, to be honest, because the only new one of the group I have is Pyrus Hydorus with a B power of 400. I also do not know anything about the new stuff. I only saw the original, go to Haru for that stuff, which has made a very big community, which seems to be extremely treasured by everyone. Now, Bakugan hail from a universe called Vestroya. Just let me get through all of this, and then I'll get to the main topic at hand. And they each have their own home based off of the 6 attributes: Pyrus, Chaos, Darkus, Akros, Ventus, and Subterra. And at the center of Vestroya are the 2 cores, the Infinity Core and the Silent Core. Of course, that's from the original show. In the reboot, the attributes are sort of similar, but are instead Pyrus, Ventus, Chaos, Akros, Darkus, and Aurelus? Whatever the hell that is. Also in the reboot series, Ventus, which usually represents wind, now also represents the faction Earth as well. Right. Anyway, Bakugan also have many different races, like Siege, Raw Battalion, Centipoid, and Reaper, to name a few. Each Bakugan also has their own personal character gate card and ability cards. For example,
Boosted Dragon!
thanks Drago. Of course in the reboot, again, things are different. And fucking more complicated than taking a shit into a trash bin from 50,000 feet high. The whole gameplay setup of the new version requires Baku cores for character cards and do it to build something called a hide matrix. I have no bloody clue. I seriously prefer the original setup because it's far more simpler and very easy to understand and doesn't cause a giant headache. So with that out of the way, let's now get to the main topic of this video. Now fans have been loving the new Armored Alliance series and really seem to be enjoying people talking about it. This to me shows a community that is so full of life and you'd think that there is nothing that could ruin it, right? Well, wrong. Because deep within the shadowy veil within the comment section are people wanting others to upload full uncut episodes onto their channels. And if these guys had any shred of a brain, they would know that this is a violation of copyright since the show is owned by Nelvana and Spin Masters Entertainment. But unfortunately, there are people who are actually doing this. And some of them are being really, really stupid. And there's one YouTuber who's made 4 reaction videos to 2 episodes split in 4 parts. And I should point out that they are not fair use in the slightest. And I'm pretty sure that people would only click on your videos just to watch the show because all the kid is doing is just watching it while nodding his head every 10 seconds, barely saying anything. Oh. Did I forget to mention that they're kids? Right. Maybe should have opened with that first, huh? Brief tangent for a second. To those who aren't familiar with the YouTube channel Dead Soldier Productions, they have made, and still are, making a live-action Yu-Gi-Oh! Series called Revelations of the Seal of Orichalcos, which is a series created by Tyler Telford, who plays the main villain Valtor, as well as a bunch of clones. This series is absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love it. However, I feel there is someone who is kinda hurting it a tad. YouTuber James Sullivan, who has 628 subscribers, makes dozens of Let's Watch videos on many different videos on YouTube, and possibly from other sites as well, though I think it's just YouTube. And one series he has done this with is Revelations. He has made a video watching every single episode, and it is effectively a blatant re-upload of the original work. The only difference is him in a little box in the top left corner. The videos have no editing in them at all. The video is right there in its full entirety, and pretty sure it doesn't qualify for fair use. In fact, as far as I'm aware, these type of videos just effectively steal views from the original creator, and they somehow think this constitutes for content. No, it doesn't. It's blatant fucking theft, and it doesn't take a lawyer to spot that. In fact, I'm amazed James and other YouTubers like him haven't been hit with copyright strikes yet. And I'm not hating on James here. In fact, I've actually watched his videos up to, I forget which episode, 27 I think? But these videos are not fair use. They're piracy. And basically so are these videos made by Foxtail Inferno, who only has 34 subs. Again, not hating on the kid. And I need to reiterate that it's a kid. Kids need to be given some slack and some guidance about this type of stuff. If you're going to make a reaction video, make sure you are criticizing the work and are editing the video. Just having it sitting there in a little box on the screen, watching it, making facial reactions, and saying the equivalent of fuck all is not gonna cut it. If you want an example of fair use for reaction or review videos, especially involving Bakugan, then I suggest you take a look at Haru's channel. He makes Bakugan review videos which are completely fair use, and he has also been praised and become friends with some of the voice actors from the show, which is freaking insane. However, Haru has pointed out to me and the rest of us that he has people wanting him to upload full-length episodes of the show to his channel, which he won't do because he actually has a brain. Plus, he knows that he doesn't own the rights to the show, and that he could get striked by the company. His review series on the show is 100% fair use, and his reviews have also impacted the show in a positive way, whereas all these people uploading full-length episodes is just gonna hurt it. And no, it doesn't matter that you people split them into parts, you're still gonna get striked. Just from searching this up on YouTube, the ones doing this that I was able to find are Aaron Fox with almost 7,000 subscribers, Tokyo Kids SG with 1.5 subs, George Ahmed with 274 subs, BP the Best, Damn AAA, Hope Ajit Gets Out of AO, weirdest YouTube username I have heard in a while that just leaves my brain puzzled and confused with its meaning, who has the biggest following out of all of them with over 14,000 subs, and Infinite BTV. Wait. Where did they all go? They were there. Did the script delete them? Good job, kiddo. You did the right thing and got rid of them since you don't own them. Smart. Good for you, kiddo. George Ahmed, on the other hand, not so much. George has uploaded, as I write in the script, 4 episodes of Jyogen Rising, and added in the description that if anyone re-uploads those videos, he'll copy strike them. Yes. He'll copy strike videos you don't own yourself. Well done, you banana. Actually, he's removed that from the description and has left nothing in there at all. Yeah. So does that excuse you uploading full-length episodes, you wally? Again, I feel like I need to reiterate this in case people who watch these kids attack me for attacking them, which is not what I'm doing. I'm not attacking these kids. I'm simply pointing out that these type of videos do not constitute for fair use. If you wanted to make a reaction video to an episode, then that is perfectly fine. But you need to edit the video as well as critique the work and all that in order for it to fall into fair use. Just having you watching it while doing and saying next to bog all while nodding your head every 3 seconds is not gonna cut the biscuit. I'm sorry. I am perfectly aware that these are kids, and as such they should be given some slack. Just informing them that this is not an okay thing to do, and that it actually hurts the company who makes the show because it takes money out of their pocket should be enough. Hopefully. But looking at all of this, it almost feels familiar. Right? I mean, it feels really familiar.
Oh, piss off! Is he dead?
I barely managed to kill one, and only after dragging him into my barrier.
Are you alright, lad?
Yeah, kinda.
God! No!
Especially since there are fans who are asking people to upload full-length episodes onto their channel. Even Haru is getting these type of questions. These YouTubers I've listed are just kids. Well, don't know about Aaron Fox and George Ahmed, but the others that I mentioned definitely are, and deserve to be given some slack for this. But while they deserve some slack, they should also be told that it is wrong. And with fans within the community wanting more of this, it's only going to hurt the community even more, and quite possibly result in the termination of these channels that are uploading full-length episodes. If these YouTubers were adults, then hold them accountable and put an end to it. But because they are kids, a much better option would be politely letting them know that this is not an okay thing to do and can have a negative impact. And speaking of adults, I have a feeling there are some adults out there on YouTube doing the same thing, and that is not okay. In fact, these adults should know better. I don't want these kids to lose their channels, but the episodes that they upload do not belong to them, and the reaction videos are effectively a blatant re-upload. Hopefully if they see this video, they understand that what they are doing is stealing from the company who makes the show, and that is not okay. Also, if they see this video, that they don't pick up my bad habits and begin cussing and swearing in their videos. I am not a very good role model. Look up to Haru for that type of stuff. Not me. I truly wish these kids all the best and hope that if Spin Master does catch onto all of this, that they aren't too severe with these little ones. It is very obvious that they are fans of the series, which can easily be seen, well, not in Aaron and George, since the only Bakugan videos they have are straight up full-length episodes and nothing else. But if these kids want to do something similar in a way to this, then I suggest checking out the official Bakugan channel, which has 254,000 subscribers. Or, like I mentioned before, check out Haru's channel with his episode review series. With all that in mind, I want to say I don't wish hate or any form of negativity towards these kids. I never endorse that, and I certainly don't towards little ones. That is just outright gross and just makes you look like an asshole who masquerade should have either a Reaper or Hydronoid grab you by the throat and throw you into the Doom Dimension. This video is not hate. This video is just informing everyone that this is not okay and will hurt the show. And that if you want to look for creativity for videos, that you do not go to Suzy Lou, as she straight up pirates episodes. So don't look to her for ideas, because they will come back to kick you up the rear end. Take care everyone, stay safe, and don't forget to look after your balls, or they won't look after you. I really hope people know what I mean by that line. I'm gonna go.